This episode was sponsored by Crowd Health. Looking at healthcare costs and actual results, it's no wonder 30 million Americans go uninsured. Crowd Health offers a great alternative. No premiums or deductibles, no doctor networks, no surprises. Just pay one low monthly total that goes directly to the Crowd Health Community Fund, which then helps cover your costs if you ever need them to. If you're ready for a better way to pay for healthcare, join the crowd. Right now, you can get your first 6 months for just $99 per month. That's almost 50% off the regular price and a lot less than a high-deductible healthcare plan. Just go to joincrowdhealth.com and use promo code JBP at sign-up. That's joincrowdhealth.com, promo code JBP. Crowd Health is not health insurance. It's a totally different way of paying for healthcare. Terms and conditions may apply. If you've been listening to the show for a while, you've probably heard me talk about my Helix mattress, which I love. I'm super picky about mattresses. Well, Helix has left the bedroom and has started making sofas. They launched a company called Allform, and they have the best customizable sofas in the game. You can pick the color, fabric, size, and shape to make sure it's perfect. My producer got a huge blue L-shaped couch delivered, and he's very happy with it. I like their mid-century modern style pieces. You even get, like the Helix mattress, you even get a forever warranty and 100 days to return it. They'll even pick it back up for free. Find your perfect sofa at allform.com/Jordan. Right now, Allform is offering 20% off of all orders for our listeners at allform.com/Jordan. Again, that's allform.com/Jordan. Did you know approximately half of all Americans are magnesium deficient? Half. How insane is that? Magnesium does a lot, but something simple it does is helps you sleep. Not that that's simple, but you get it. It's also a good de-stressor. Today's sponsor, Magnesium Breakthrough, helps a lot in both departments. It's very easy to integrate into your life and good for stress, sleep, anxiety, your liver, cardiovascular health, and more. Many people buy the wrong type of magnesium. There are different kinds that do slightly different things, and most supplements only have one kind. The stuff you get at normal drugstores isn't going to do what Magnesium Breakthrough does. Magnesium Breakthrough is the only supplement with 7 types of magnesium. It's organic. It's the best thing I've seen out there in order to get magnesium in, other than diet, but eat properly, and hopefully your magnesium should be okay. If it's not, like half of all Americans, Magnesium Breakthrough is the way to go. Get started with a 10% discount at magbreakthrough.com/JBP when using promo code JBP10. Again, that's 10% off at magbreakthrough.com/JBP and code JBP10 at checkout.
I'm a psychiatrist and a psychoanalyst, and I deal with people's anxieties and their paranoia too. Many people think the anxious are necessarily weak. One medical colleague calls the vaccine hesitant wimps. But this is, if not entirely wrong, a superficial way of understanding anxiety. Anxiety is a signal. It evolved to get us to pay attention to something, sometimes an external threat, and sometimes an internal one, such as an ignored feeling or forbidden thought threatening to emerge from within. Anxiety can be neurotic. It can even be psychotic. It can also save your life because dangers do exist. When people don't experience enough anxiety, we say they're in denial. Thus, in some situations, the capacity to feel anxiety can be an advantage, which is likely why it's preserved in evolution in so many animals. Aristotle understood this very point long ago. As he noted, the courageous person, say a soldier, can and should feel anxious. He is facing danger after all, and his wisdom tells him there is risk. What distinguishes the courageous person from the coward is not that they don't worry or fear, but they can still manage to move forward into the dangerous situation they cannot avoid facing. All of which is to say that the presence of anxiety alone is not dispositive of sanity or insanity. It alone does not tell you whether the anxiety is well or ill-founded. The same goes with distrust. Sometimes distrust is paranoia. And sometimes it's healthy skepticism. As of a September 2019 Gallup poll, only a few months before the COVID-19 pandemic, Big Pharma was the least trusted of America's top 25 industry sectors, number 25 of 25. In the eyes of ordinary Americans, it had both the highest negatives and the lowest positives of all industries. At number 24 was the federal government, and at number 23 was the healthcare industry. These three industries form a neat troika, though at number 22 was the advertising and public relations industry, which facilitates the work of the other three. Those inside the troika often characterize the vaccine hesitant as broadly fringe and paranoid. But there are plenty of industries and sectors that Americans do trust. Of the top 25 industry sectors, 21 enjoy net positive views from American voters. Only pharma, government, healthcare, and PR are seen as net negative. Precisely the sectors involved in the rollout of the COVID vaccines. This set the conditions, in a way, for a perfect storm. Chapter 3. A new plague descends. In February and March 2020, it became clear that the disaster that had swept through Wuhan was becoming catastrophic in Bergamo. As frontline healthcare workers were dying in both China and Italy, the virus had also spread throughout Western Europe and arrived in North America. Early reports of the case fatality rate reached over 14.5% in Italy in the spring, and in Spain, Sweden, and other hotspots, it was over 11%, devouring the elderly in every affected country. PPE often didn't exist for frontline healthcare workers. Bodies were stored in refrigerated trucks. Citizens were told masks would not protect them, and there were no known outpatient treatments. While hospitals could provide oxygen, this was often insufficient, and so victims were put on ventilators, which may have made some cases worse and was a horrible way to die. While much of the United States was terrified, there was some light. Dr. Anthony Fauci, the physician-scientist now running the country's pandemic defense, seemed able to answer most press questions, projected an affable, avuncular persona, and spoke in ways people could understand, which is what the nation required.